What is it about math and these kind of tricky puzzles that just intrigues people so much? Have you spent time thinking about that?
Well, I have a little bit. Um, and I don't take it for granted that it intrigues everyone. Some
Meaning that it
people
doesn't
run,
actually intrigue everyone, but it
yeah,
intrigues a lot of
even
people.
mathematicians, even mathematicians and computer scientists. Uh, Many of them run when they hear puzzle. Oh no, they'll say, "I'm no good at puzzles. I'm leaving the room." Okay. And it is certainly true that that you can do good. In fact, you can do great mathematics without being a puzzle solver kind of a person. Um, and great computer scientists, uh, great computer science as well. Um, there's some kinds of math and computer science where you create structures of things. Um, you don't try to solve puzzles. You try to create structures. You try to define things. You can do all kinds of great stuff this way. So not all mathematicians um, or computer scientists like this kind of puzzle, and or like puzzles of any kind. On the other hand, lots of people who are not mathematicians and science love mathematical puzzles. There are loads and loads of amateurs out there who adore this kind of puzzle. There are lots of people with mathematical talent, logical talent, people just with good creative minds who are not doing mathematics or computer science or anything like that, who are really good at this sort of thing. If you like puzzles, um, obviously they're good for, you know, mental exercise, keeping the mind sharp. But mathematical puzzles really do introduce you to techniques that you can actually use in solving problems that you run across. And I gave examples of this as you just saw. These problems arose, and the techniques used to solve them can be used to solve other problems. Um, so they give you new ideas, they help you think creatively. Um, on the negative side, solving puzzles could distract you from doing something more important. Right? Um, but I like to think that you can't do important stuff 24 hours a day. You need to spend some time doing stuff that's just fun. And then, and if there's a blurry line between what's fun and what's hard work, so much better. Yes.
Very nice. So but there's also something very satisfying at the end when all the pieces fall into place and you didn't know why it had to be 15 prisoners or whatever it had to be, but like everything kind of makes sense at the end, and it can be, I think some of us find that extremely gratifying.
I think I agree, and it's just it's a little bit like many puzzles are like riddles, right? You once you see the solution, once you can really grok the solution, right? You've aha, right? It's that kind of thing. But I have to say that there are also other kinds of puzzles, not sort of the riddle type puzzle, but puzzles which challenge your intuition, and I like those a lot too. And those have a different function, which is to keep your mathematical intuition from running off the rails, to get you to distrust certain notions of, for example, probability. A lot of probability, which we humans invented to try to deal with all the uncertainty that's in the world from our perspective, is something that we don't always know how to deal with, and puzzles involving probability, especially ones with very counterintuitive results that you try to prove or disprove, can really help you keep sharp.